So found a little trail off to the side. Didn't look like very many people were coming down it to the river here, and got a little observation deck. I'm going to kind of check this out. Looks pretty cool. Look at this river. It's a big one. And they say it's safe to swim here. No freshwater crocs here. So let's take a look behind me from around. And look at this. Pristine rainforest. Absolutely amazing. And we'll take a swivel and we'll see the stream with a little waterfall coming into the river. They established walkways and bridges through the rainforest. It'd be impossible to walk on it, even on a trail. It's all muddy and slick. So they raise these tours up off the top. There's some bugs. I'm kind of like getting rid of them. But at any rate, it's an enjoyable experience, and Australia is a fabulous place to visit. This particular place where we are, going into the rainforest, going up through a gorge, there's a lot of like river gorges that they develop to expose the rainforest and for tourists to come and experience this situation. Really, really enjoyable though. But we're going to be going on some adventures here coming forward in Darwin, where the rivers are filled with salties, as they say, and we'll be able to experience some wildlife in the rivers, which I'm really looking forward to. Rob and I are here. We're on our first day of our journey into the outback. And Rob, why don't you tell us what we're going to experience today?
Oh, Bob, today's a big day. So you guys are going to get on a place called Fitness River Lodge, which is a functioning cattle property up here in the top end. It's a massive cattle property. Got some great wetlands on it. Got crocodiles and all sorts of things. You're going to jump in a big boat, or actually a little boat with a big
big air fan boat.
That's the one, yeah. And you're going to zip across the landscape and check out all the cool stuff found on their property.
And then that's going to be the majority of the day, or what?
No, that's just the start of the day.
The start of the day.
Yeah. They're going to come back and have a great feed from their bloody award-winning chef. Then we're going to go to Litchfield National Park, waterfalls, walks, bit of bush food, bit of resources, bit of talk, bit of story time. A few lies.
I got to tell you what, folks, this is going to be an amazing experience for us. Rob is such a well-versed guy in the outback, and he's going to take us on an experience that's going to be unparalleled like no other. So let's get the day going and head on the road. So here we are in low light conditions, getting ready to go in the Kakadu River and see if we can find a croc. So the weather here is very humid. I've never been to a place where you actually put your glasses on, they fog up in the morning. But we seem to have arranged a private tour. Tina's arranged a private tour us in Kakadu River. We're going to be going out and looking for wild animals and have a sunrise experience here in Kakadu National Park, Australia. It's really exciting for us to be able to do that. I thought I was going to go in the cattle boat, but I didn't actually end up there. And it's just me and Lorna on an exclusive experience, and we're going to see what it's all about. Rob's staying on dock because frankly it's a pain in the ass, and I'm glad he's over there. Maybe he can wash the truck or something. We'll see. The density of the forest is absolutely amazing. It comes right down to the river's edge. It's almost impenetrable. You're not going to go for a little Sunday walk in this environment, but I can tell you right now, it is beautiful. The weather is absolutely idyllic. We are here with like just mild weather conditions. The humidity is a little bit high, but getting out here early in the morning has made it all the difference. It's extremely comfortable. I'd say like 72 or something like that, but in the world of Australia, it's probably like 22, 21 Celsius.
So we've moved into the area, one of the big crocs that lives up here. So he's about 5 metres long and weighs close to a tonne in weight, so it's a big croc. He's missing part of his ear and one side of his head. So we've given him a terribly unimaginative name. We've called him Van Gogh, or Van Gogh. And yes, it has to be said, every time I see him, I'm trying to talk to him about getting back into the art world. Unfortunately for me though, he's a bit of a realist, but when you see him, he does make an impression.
Yeah, there you go. So we've been out in the Kakadu for a little bit over an hour, maybe a little bit longer than that, and seen all kinds of beautiful scenery, but we're still looking for that big salty. Haven't ran across him yet. So Gecko's on the hunt, trying to find this big salty. See what happens. If I happen to look at you and go PB, that means piggyback.
So there is a walk that goes up and over, closed in the wet season. There's a little book up here, we're going to go there and marvel at that. Sit down there, hopefully the water's a bit nice and high, maybe a nice little spray coming off there, a bit of effervescence. In through here you do have some of the macro bats.
Which I will not be doing. Go ahead.
Effervescence. What's that? And that's all nice.
It's too hot.
Well, it's shady.
It's very, very inclement conditions here today.
You just want to dive in, don't you?
Looks it really inviting.
It does.
But no.
Alright, so Bob, the cutting edge of crocodile identification, if they're in a region or not, is this little white styrofoam ball we see down here. So the idea with these little balls is that saltwater crocodiles really find it difficult to swim past these white things. For whatever reason, they think they've got to take a chunk out of it. So they'll go bam and they'll bite it. So as a ranger, walking past these little white styrofoam balls, they can look at them. If they see that tooth mark in the ball, they know there's a crocodile nearby and they start looking for them. So this is a really passive and cost-effective way of an early warning system whether or not there's saltwater crocodiles in it.
In Litchfield Park, on the top end, this is Warngai Falls, and as you can see, just an amazing display of nature here. The water's crystal clear, just beautiful. Take a look at it. So here we are getting ready to take off on the Great Barrier Reef cruise and experience. I got seasick medicine. I'm going to try and make sure that I don't puke all over the place. I really am not a fan of the ocean, but it looks like it's fairly calm out there and it should be okay. So got the pills, got everything ready to go, and we're going to see how things turn out. So we're on our way to the Great Barrier Reef. I guess this is kind of like a vloggy thing where I'm turning around and giving you a little explanation of what's going on here. Beautiful colonnade here in Cairns, and we're going to be at the cruise. I don't know if it's cruise, it's more like an excursion situation where we're going to go out to see the Great Barrier Reef and have just an amazing experience. So here we are, Cairns,